In the world of wearable tech, evolution often happens in whispers, not roars. Instead of wild reinventions or dramatic design overhauls, companies sometimes make progress in subtle steps, polishing, refining, and perfecting what already works. And this year, it seems Samsung has chosen the latter approach with the upcoming Galaxy Watch 8 Classic. This isn't a radical departure or a flashy reinvention. Instead, what Samsung appears to be crafting is a watch that respects the foundation. Laid before it while smoothing the edges, tightening the seams, and subtly enhancing the everyday experience. It's a move that might not grab the loudest headlines, but could very well be the smartest decision in a maturing market. Let's explore this new addition to the Galaxy Watch family. What's changing, what's not, and whether Samsung's quiet confidence is enough to keep it ahead of the curve. Performance under the surface, a familiar engine. Still powerful first, let's address what may be the most controversial aspect, the processor. Reports and leaks suggest that the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic will be powered by the same chip found in the Watch 7, Samsung's in-house Exynos W1000. On paper, that might sound like a letdown. After all, many consumers expect fresh silicon with every new generation. But here's the twist. The W1000 is far from outdated. Introduced just a year ago, Exynos W1000 marked a significant leap from its predecessor. Samsung shifted from a dual-core design to a 5-core architecture. It's offering dramatically improved multitasking, snappier app performance, and a smoother interface. More importantly, it was built on an advanced 3nm process, which means greater power, efficiency, and lower thermal output, crucial for a wearable device where size and heat matter. So, while the chip might not be new, it's still very much competitive. Think of it not as recycling, but as optimizing. Samsung is known to stick with processors that work well, sometimes over multiple generations. Choosing to focus instead on refining the software experience around it, this brings us to the real story. Software experience and ecosystem integration. Where the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic truly starts to shine, One UI Watch 8. A more personal watch experience, the watchOS battle has long been about more than specs. It's about how the device feels on your wrist. Not just physically, but in terms of interface, interaction, and usability. With One UI Watch 8, Samsung is clearly investing in the intangibles. From early previews and rumors, we're expecting a user interface that feels less like a clinical dashboard and more like a personalized digital companion. Expect smoother transitions, more vivid color palettes, simplified layouts, increased accessibilities, small but meaningful additions, like a dedicated calculator tile, voice recorder access right from the side button, and Galaxy Buds controls. Baked directly into the OS, make daily tasks easier. No more diving through menus or reaching for your phone. It's a smartwatch that behaves more like an extension of your habits than just another screen. These improvements, though subtle, hint at a larger philosophy shift. Samsung seems to be focusing less on raw hardware and more on building a cohesive experience, an approach that pays dividends in daily use. Design philosophy, evolution, not revolution. The Galaxy Watch 8 Classic isn't about breaking molds. Instead, it's refining them. The classic aesthetic, a circular watch face, rotating bezels, clean lines, remains. But expect refinements in materials and curvature. Bezels may shrink. Case contours are likely softened for comfort. Even buzz about a squircle design, a mix of square and circle, a risky shape? Maybe, but in execution, it could offer the comfort of rounded edges with the screen efficiency of square layouts. This refined geometry signals a pivot towards elegance, not sport, not flash, but understated luxury. It's the kind of design that gets better the longer you wear it. A timepiece, not just a tech gadget. Color options are also rumored to be expanding. From deep graphite and soft silver to muted navy or even forest green, personalization is clearly on Samsung's radar. A possible new contender, Galaxy Watch Ultra. Now, let's turn to the whisper in the wind. The possibility of a Galaxy Watch Ultra. Details are scarce, but early leaks suggest a rugged, sport-oriented variant of the Watch 8 might be in development, a direct challenger to Apple's Ultra series. Think larger chassis, more durable construction, titanium or hardened glass, improved battery life, expanded fitness metrics, VOC Max, blood oxygen, trail navigation. Such a model could broaden Samsung's appeal, especially to athletes, hikers, and those who want something more aggressive than elegant. Whether it launches alongside the Classic or later remains to be seen, but it's a move that suggests Samsung is thinking about diversification within its wearable line. Battery life. Marginal gains. Still room for growth. Battery life remains one of the toughest challenges in smartwatch design, and while no massive breakthrough seems imminent, the Watch 8 Classic could benefit from software-level optimization. It's allowing it to stretch further between charges. That said, the charging speed, reportedly capped at 10 watts, feels painfully behind the times. In a world where smartphones charge from 0 to 100% in 30 minutes, a smartwatch crawling through a charge cycle feels archaic. Still, for those who charge overnight or top up during a shower or breakfast, this may not be a deal breaker. But it's one of the few areas where Samsung truly needs to catch up in future iterations. Sensors and health tracking. More accurate, more seamless. What's a smartwatch without health tracking? The Watch 8 Classic is expected to continue Samsung's trend of comprehensive biometric monitoring. Heart rate, blood oxygen, sleep stages, ECG, electrocardiogram, body composition, BIA. There's also talk of non-invasive blood glucose monitoring. Being in the pipeline, a holy grail in wearable health tech. While it may not appear in this generation, Samsung is rumored to be heavily investing in sensor development for future use. Integration with Samsung Health continues to improve, and third-party fitness app support is likely to be deeper this time around. The goal seems to be not just collecting data, but contextualizing it. It's offering users better feedback and smarter recommendations. Ecosystem integration, one watch. Many devices Samsung doesn't want the Galaxy Watch to be alone. It wants it to be the center of a constellation, a key part of a tightly integrated ecosystem of devices, with seamless connectivity between Galaxy phones, Galaxy Buds, Galaxy Tabs, foldables, and even SmartThings-controlled home devices. The Galaxy Watch 8 Classic becomes more than a health tracker or notification center. It's a remote control for your digital life. From unlocking your phone or laptop with a flick of the wrist, to adjusting your thermostat, or pausing a YouTube video on your tablet, Samsung is building a web of interactions that blur the line between individual devices. This approach isn't about dominating one category. It's about offering synergy that makes you want to stay within the Galaxy universe. A quieter upgrade. Why it makes sense to some? The Watch 8 Classic may feel too familiar. The processor hasn't changed. The design shifts are subtle. The improvements are largely invisible until you use them. But this is not a failure of innovation. It's maturity. Samsung is refining the user experience rather than resetting it. It's building consistency and trust. It's acknowledging that tech doesn't always have to be revolutionary. Sometimes it just needs to be reliable. In a market that's increasingly saturated with options and gimmicks, Samsung's restraint might actually be its strength. Who is this watch for? The Galaxy Watch 8 Classic is not for the spec chasers. It's not for those wanting a radical departure. It's for the user who wants daily reliability, polished design. Health tracking without the fluff, smart features that make sense. Watch that blends into their lifestyle, not disrupts it. Whether you're a business professional, a casual fitness enthusiast, or a long-time Galaxy phone user, this watch fits comfortably into your routine. Final thoughts? Steady evolution? Not. Hype. Samsung's latest smartwatch doesn't scream for attention, doesn't throw wild features at the wall just to see what sticks. Instead, it builds quietly on a foundation of solid design, efficient performance, and thoughtful user experience. It's the kind of product that doesn't just sell a device, it sells continuity, For those expecting fireworks, this year's model might feel tame. But for those who value polish over noise, familiarity over flash, and practical improvements over gimmicks, the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic could be exactly what you've been waiting for.